Let me tell you something most women go their entire lives without ever truly hearing or fully understanding. Men don't fall in love with perfection. They don't fall in love with flawless skin, perfect bodies, or some unrealistic standard the world keeps pushing. They fall in love with a feeling they can't always explain, a feeling that stays with them long after you've left the room, a feeling that lingers in their mind when they're alone. It's the way you make them feel, the energy you carry, the presence you bring into their life. And today, I'm going to take you deeper into something powerful. I'm going to reveal 10 things men secretly find beautiful in a woman. Not the obvious things, not the surface-level things, but the real, deeper qualities, the ones that create emotional connection, attraction, and unforgettable impact. Some of these might surprise you, and one of them might completely change the way you see yourself. So stay with me until the end, because the last one is something most people never truly understand. Every woman at some point in her life has stood in front of a mirror and asked herself a quiet question. Am I enough? Am I attractive enough? Pretty enough? Desirable enough? And sometimes that question doesn't come from confidence. It comes from doubt, from comparison, from feeling like you're constantly being measured against impossible standards. But here's the truth that changes everything. Beauty is not something you chase. It's something you embody. Because the right man doesn't just look at you. He feels you. He feels your presence. He feels your energy. He feels your essence. And that's where real attraction begins. Number 1, your feminine energy. This is something that cannot be faked. And it's something many women misunderstand. Feminine energy is not weakness. It's not dependency. And it's definitely not about being less than. It's about softness, warmth, emotional depth. It's the way you speak, the way you express, the way you respond to life. There's something incredibly magnetic about a woman who is comfortable in her own energy. She doesn't try too hard. She doesn't force attention. She doesn't need to be loud to be seen. Instead, she naturally draws people in. There's a calmness about her, a quiet confidence, a warmth that feels safe, yet intriguing at the same time. And no matter how much makeup, fashion, or external beauty someone has, nothing can replace that kind of energy, because it's not something you put on. It's something you radiate. Number 2, your natural body just as it is. This is something you need to truly hear. Your body is not your flaw. It is your power. Most women are their own harshest critics. They analyze every detail, every curve, every imperfection. But here's what most men don't do. They don't sit there picking you apart the way you pick yourself apart. They see something completely different. They see softness. They see uniqueness. They see a body that feels real, human, alive. It's not about having the perfect body, because perfection is not what creates attraction. Presence does. Confidence does. Self-acceptance does. When a woman is comfortable in her own body, when she carries herself with ease instead of insecurity, that energy transforms everything. Because confidence doesn't just make you attractive, it makes you unforgettable. Number 3, the way you bring beauty into life. A woman doesn't just exist. She transforms. She walks into a space, and something shifts. The atmosphere feels different, warmer, softer, more alive. It's in the way you notice small details. The way you create comfort, the way you turn ordinary moments into meaningful experiences. Maybe it's how you arrange a room. Maybe it's how you care for people. Maybe it's how you make someone feel seen without even trying. You don't just live life. You make life feel beautiful. And that is something men feel deeply, even if they can't always put it into words. Number 4, your power to create and multiply. There is something incredibly powerful about you, and most women underestimate it. You have the ability to take something small and turn it into something meaningful. You take a simple moment and turn it into a memory. You take attention and turn it into connection. You take love and make it deeper. This is not just emotional, it's transformative. And men are drawn to this more than they realize. Because it's not just about what you receive, it's about what you create from it. You don't just experience life, you expand it. And that kind of energy is rare. Number 5, your intuition. Your intuition is your hidden superpower. It's that quiet voice inside you, the one that just knows. Even when logic can't explain it, even when there's no clear evidence, you feel things deeply. You sense shifts. You notice energy. And while men may not always fully understand this, they respect it more than you think. A woman who trusts her intuition moves differently. She chooses differently. She carries herself differently. She doesn't ignore red flags. She doesn't chase what feels wrong. She doesn't settle for confusion. And that kind of self-trust creates a powerful presence because it shows you're connected to yourself. And that connection is incredibly attractive. Number 6, your nurturing nature. There is a softness within you, a natural ability to care, to understand, to hold space. And this doesn't mean losing yourself. It doesn't mean sacrificing your needs. It means you have emotional depth. You have empathy. You have the ability to make someone feel safe, seen, valued. And when a man experiences that kind of presence, it changes something in him, because it's not something he finds everywhere. In a world where people are often distracted, disconnected, or emotionally unavailable, your ability to truly care becomes something unforgettable. Number 7, your balance, soft yet strong. A truly beautiful woman is not just soft. She is balanced. She can be gentle, but also strong. She can be emotional, but also grounded. She can love deeply, but still have boundaries. And this balance is what creates respect. Because softness alone can be overlooked, and strength alone can feel distant. But when both exist together, it creates something powerful. A woman who knows when to open her heart and when to protect it is a woman who commands both admiration and respect. And when a man sees that, he doesn't just feel attracted. He feels challenged, inspired, and deeply connected. Number 8, your hidden sensual power. This is something many women misunderstand. Sensuality is not about being overly sexual. It's not about trying to impress. It's about connection with yourself. It's about how you move, how you feel, how present you are in your own body. A woman who is connected to herself has a quiet power. It's not loud. It's not forced. But it's impossible to ignore. It's in her eye contact, her voice, her presence. And this kind of energy doesn't just attract attention. It creates impact because it feels real. And real always stands out. Number 9, your soft influence. This is one of the most powerful things. And yet, most women were never taught this. You don't have to chase. You don't have to force. You don't have to prove yourself. Because your true power was never meant to be loud. It's in your presence, your energy, the way you make people feel. Think about it. The softness in your voice, the way you say someone's name, the calm confidence in how you express yourself. All of it creates something subtle, but powerful. It creates a pull, a quiet magnetism, where he wants to listen, he wants to understand, he wants to be around you. And here's the difference most people never understand. Force creates resistance, but softness creates desire. You're not controlling, you're not manipulating, you're inspiring. And when a woman learns how to express herself with honesty, with warmth, with emotional intelligence, she doesn't have to push life to go her way. Life begins to move toward her. And that kind of energy is rare and unforgettable. Number 10, the way you complete the connection. This is the most powerful one, and the one that changes everything. You don't compete with a man. You complement him. Your differences, your emotional depth, your softness, they create balance, like two energies coming together, not to fight, not to overpower, but to complete each other. And when a man feels that, everything shifts, because he doesn't just see attraction anymore. He sees alignment. He sees connection. He sees something that feels irreplaceable. At the end of the day, this was never about changing yourself for someone else. It was never about becoming someone you're not. It was about coming back to who you truly are, understanding your value, your energy, your presence, because real attraction doesn't come from trying harder. It comes from being aligned with yourself. And here's the truth most women realize too late. The right man will not need to be convinced. He will not need to be chased. He will not feel confused about you. He will feel it. He will see it. And most importantly, he will be naturally drawn to you, not because you forced it, but because your energy made it effortless. So if this made you pause for a moment, if it made you reflect, if it helped you see your own beauty in a deeper way, then don't just scroll away. Stay connected, because this space is about helping you become the kind of woman who doesn't chase love, but naturally attracts it. And I want to hear from you. Which of these qualities do you already see in yourself? And which one are you ready to grow into next? Because your awareness, your growth, your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today.